Right now, we're talking about a unique situation that comes up when you're dealing with linear equations. By the way, linear equations means that your x and y would only be to the first power. And when you have that, sometimes you're not asked for x or for y, but instead for an expression. So here we have an example of what we're talking about. Here we have two linear equations. They're linear because everything's to the first power, and we're not being asked find w or find t. We're being asked for some expression. So this question type is kind of an awesome one because if this method doesn't work, then you can go back to the old-fashioned solving for x or solving for y, or in this case, w and t. That's always there as a backup. But there are plenty of questions on the SAT where if you kind of do it the quicker way first, you have an advantage over all the people who had to do more work in order to get there. So let's just start by adding straight down. By the way, in a harder version of this question, you'd have to subtract straight down, which is the idea of making everything on the bottom equation negative. So it'd be like negative 7w, negative 12t, and negative 25, and then go ahead and do that operation. But on most of them, you just have to add straight down 12w plus 15t equals 45. And now what we need to do is really see the relationship between what we have right here, 12w plus 15t equals 45, and what we want, which is the 4w plus 5t. And that relationship is a factor of 3 because 12w divided by 3 is 4w, 15t divided by 3 is 5t. So let's use that. Let's divide everything by 3. 12w divided by 3 is 4w, 15t divided by 3 is 5t, and 45 divided by 3 is 15. So what's 4w plus 5t equal to? Well, we can see it's equal to 15. And so our answer on this question would be 15. Let's try another. Here we have two linear equations. The x and y are to the first power, and we're being asked for an expression, not for the individual x's or y's. So let's go ahead and just add straight down, super easy, and we'll get 9x plus 9y equals 3,700 when you add straight down there. And that's what they're asking us for. What's 9x plus 9y? 3,700. Now going to another question. Here we have another set of linear equations, and we're being asked for some expression, not necessarily just for x or y. So, like I said before, we can just try to combine the equations, and if that didn't work, then we could actually solve for x and y. So this is just a valuable shortcut that you're learning in this video. So if you add 3y minus 3y, you just get nothing. So 0 on the left. 7x plus 5x is 12x. 21 minus 15 is 6. So we've got 12x plus 6 is equal to 0. If we move the 6 over by subtracting 6 from both sides, now we'll have negative 6 equals 12x. And from here, it's really tempting to just divide by 12 on both sides. But we shouldn't do that because we don't need x. What we need is 48x. So what's the relationship between 12x and 48x? That's a factor of 4 because 12 times 4 is 48. So let's just multiply both sides of the equation by 4. 12x times 4, 48x, and negative 6 times 4, negative 24. So what's 48x equal to? It's equal to negative 24, and the answer here is A. So here's another similar question. Once again, two linear equations, and we're being asked for an expression. So let's see if our shortcut works here. If we add straight down, the 3y's will cancel, leaving us with 0 equals 10x minus 6. Now you can add 6 to both sides, and you'll get 6 equals 10x. And now is when we have to ask ourselves, what's the relationship between what we have and what we want? We have 10x. We need 20x plus 3. So to turn 10x into 20x, you can multiply both sides by 2, and you've got 20x equals 12. Now to get 20x to turn into 20x plus 3, All we need to do is just simply add 3 to both sides. So now we have 20x plus 3 is equal to 12 plus 3, which is 15. And the answer here is B. So we hope this video is helping you out. We're doing our best to produce 1 new video per day. Stick with us and you'll be on the cutting edge of the things you need to know for the SAT. Have a great day.